Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the 2017 Food and Wine Classic in Aspen. My name is Devin Paget. I'm the producer of the Classic and producer of special projects for the magazine or for the brand, and thrilled to welcome you all here. We're about halfway through this year's Classic. You guys hanging in there? Right on. Let me see a show of hands real quickly if this is your first Food and Wine Classic in Aspen. Thank you guys for coming. Wow, that's amazing. That's really, I thought usually we get about half. So thank you all for coming. Hopefully we're doing you proud and you'll come back next year. That means the rest of you are returnees, and thanks for coming back. So that's really, really amazing there. So this is our favorite time of year. We love, love, love being in Aspen for the Classic. 35 years strong, and I'm honored to be able to bring the one and only Justin Chapple and his good friend Tamron Hall out. No. Not yet. That's okay. Reset that. Thank you. So I got to tell you a little bit about Justin and Tamron first, right? Just a little bit. We can do that, right? Reset. So Justin is the deputy editor of the Food and Wine Test Kitchen and host of the video series Mad Genius Tips, nominated for a James Beard Award. Yep. He is the author of Mad Genius Tips, which came out last year. Who's got the book, Mad Genius Tips? It's awesome. And working on his next book, Just Cook It, which is due out next year, sometime in 2018. I think Justin will tell you all about that. But the best part about Justin's story, and this is a true story, he's a homegrown success story. You hear those guys over there? You're going to be louder than them in just about 2 seconds, okay? He's a homegrown success story because he started with us at Food and Wine in 2010 as an intern right here on this project, the Food and Wine Classic in Aspen. And now he represents us in the brand on TV and all over the place. And he's an author, and he's super famous and fancy. And look what he's done in 7 years. So Justin has really made it big, and we're super, super proud of him. Backed by popular demand, returning to be his sidekick. That's true, popular demand. Returning as his sidekick is the one and only Tamron Hall. Right? We all used to spend lots of mornings with Tamron. She's going to tell you what she's up to next. You can find her. Any crime with Tamron Hall on ID, fans here? We were just over here talking about it. She's going to tell you about the 5th season coming out in September. But she's a superstar, a TV personality. She's super cool. Let's give a big, warm Aspen welcome to Justin Chapple and Tamron Hall. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited to be back, and I'm super excited to have one of my good friends, Tamron Hall, joining me again. She likes to say that she's my Lucy and I'm her Desi.
That's why we're dressed like this.
We're actually waiting for someone to do maybe a Lucy Desi apron for us.
That's what we want, our faces on their bodies, like Lucy's body.
So this is actually a request.
Yeah, if you, any DIYs out there, come on, help us out. I just told Devin said I'm back by popular demand. I said I'm back because I'm unemployed. Got some free time.
Except she said it so much funnier off stage. She was like, back by unemployment.
But in my downtime, I've been cooking, as always, your great recipes. You're such a good friend. When we say mad genius, it is so true. Justin will send me a recipe. I'll go out and I'll say, okay, I got a weekend. I just want to practice some stuff. Send me recipes. Send me anything. And I'm like, wait, no. Send me things I can actually do. But his tips, his advice, his books are tremendous. I can't wait for your next book. And you're just awesome. So I'm happy to be here with my buddy.
I'm so glad. Okay. We're going to get started. So how many of you are familiar with the video series Mad Genius Tips? Anybody, I hope?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay if you're not. I forgive you. It's just after this, you need to head out there, log on to the lobby Wi-Fi, and then watch a few episodes.
Please. They're good.
And then pick up this beautiful book.
Yes.
Mad Genius Tips.
Yeah.
So the whole series is something that we created at Food and Wine to kind of like reinvent how-to videos. We wanted to make them more fun, a little more refreshing, and really kind of dorky and a little oddball. So like us, especially me.
No, especially me.
And so I have some recipes today that are going to seem really simple, but the reason for that is because I want to show you just some of my favorite food hacks, some of my favorite tips. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have Tamron get started with a cocktail.
We always start with cocktails.
We always start with cocktails.
I hear there's some Texans in the house, so yeah.
There's a few right up here.
Yeah, a few right up here. So we always start with cocktails. I start with cocktails so you don't notice my mistakes in the kitchen. A drunk person can't talk, and no one believes them when they do. So,
I believe it.
darn it. So
I always believe drunk people.
what?
Okay, so we're making a mixed berry spritzer.
Mixed berry spritzer.
It's usually a martini, but I thought because we're supposed to hydrate, you're in Aspen, so I figured we'd add a little sparkling Pellegrino to it.
Nice.
So we have some berries in here. There's raspberries, blueberries, blackberries. So just put a little bit of each in here.
A little bit of that in here.
You're going to make two, one for me, one for you.
Got it.
And then once you get them in there, you're going to muddle them a little bit.
Okay. And so I like this because we're kind of doing like a barbecue cookout style thing. That's why we're also kind of dressed in our, like I wear a gown to a barbecue. I'm from Luling, Texas. Trust me, it doesn't happen like that. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like you have some.
Luling, Texas. Oh, yeah, because we have a little Luling homage down there at the end. So muddle these together, little berries.
Muddle them a little bit. You don't want to muddle them too much. You just want to release their juices.
You always do that to me.
The next thing I'm going to make, just so you know, so it doesn't just look like I'm over here messing around, we're going to do burgers. So I'm just breaking up the meat with the fork here because I'm actually going to mix in some flavors because we're making Bloody Mary burgers. Which is like a fun riff.
Yeah.
Perfect for a cookout, a Mad Genius cookout.
So
you have that muddled. So now you're going to add a little lime juice. So this is your little jigger here. So you're going to add.
Is that the technical name for it?
That's a jigger.
Oh. How many people? Okay, how many knew that?
I mean.
You know what? You food and wine classic people. Come on.
I think it's like 500 to 1.
Getting jigger with it.
Did a little Will Smith in
I
here.
did a little Will Smith.
I wish Will Smith would join
Please, I
us.
hope none of you are. This is our secret. Everything that happens in here stays in here.
Yes.
I've got to get a new job, and we can't if you tell everything.
So
Secret safe with me, family.
You're going to add 2 ounces of vodka. Because I like them strong.
Yeah, and do you
This
know?
is about 1.5 ounces, so just add a little more than that.
Okay.
And then after that, you're going to add 1.5 ounces of lime juice.
Okay, got it.
So 2 ounces to
Okay.
1.
So you're still breaking up your meat.
She's going to tell me what to do.
Only because I was going to add more. He's busy.
So just so you remember, it's 2 ounces of vodka. This is for all y'all. 1.5 ounces of lime juice, a few berries, muddle it, mix it together, stir it.
How much is this again?
That is 1.5 ounces. You see that little line there?
Oh,
that's 1.5 ounces.
Gotcha. So I usually do it just blindly.
And then you're going to add some ice to it.
Got it.
Give it a little stir. I have a spoon here for you.
Got it. Okay.
Unless you might have one over there too, or there's
do.
a straw you
I
could
have
use.
something.
Give it a little stir, and then you're going to top it with Pellegrino, and we're going to drink it. Okay, so did she just drink the vodka?
It's the only spirit I can drink.
I don't even think it's cold. Is it cold?
Oh,
is
no,
it
it's
cold?
cold. No, it's perfect.
Cold. Okay. So I have some lean ground beef here, actually. I like to use lean ground beef for this. I know it's not the best option for a burger, but in this case it is because I'm adding all of this other stuff to it, which is going to add the moisture, and I don't want it to fall apart on my grill pan. So I'm adding some tomato paste. This is going to give it the tomato flavor. It's about 2 tablespoons of that. I have some freshly grated horseradish here, which looks like this. Usually much longer, though, like that, usually. And I just grate it with a microplane.
Oh.
It's about as long as a microplane.
Do you know
I don't know.
bought horseradish for the first time? Again, how many of you bought horseradish? You do?
I mean, a lot of
Okay, I
people
just
buy
bought
it
it.
because you can actually buy prepared horseradish, right? Is that what most people are familiar
That's
with?
what I'm familiar with, but I just bought it in its original state and it works.
I prefer it because it's much fresher tasting and
It is.
it's not as wet. So for this, it's actually really nice because it doesn't add a lot of moisture to it.
You want to try this?
Yeah. Is that all you're putting in there?
Oh. Let's see.
Okay, we're going to try this. Did you add the Pellegrino?
I did.
It's strong.
Can I leave?
It's strong.
Is it?
Yeah, I like more
I would
ice.
let you taste this. I just drank out of it.
Well,
What do we have here?
we
Yay.
have some cocktails. I'm going to carry it.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you hand some out.
All right. Listen.
We're going to take a break from the Bloody Mary
Yeah,
burger.
come on. We'll take a break for a second. Now, here's the deal. I did not prepare these, so I would have. Sir, I love you. Your hand is up
strong.
early. And this matches your shirt. I'm giving it to the man in the blue first. Yes, sir, holding your hand up like we're best friends.
I'm going to let,
oh my,
can I have you hold this?
There you go. We'll just,
and
it's like communion. We'll just
from
sip
you.
all the way down.
So Tamron can still hand them out.
Oh.
You have a birthday right here.
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday. How's 21 treating you?
Apparently it's everyone's birthday.
Okay, okay. Yes, okay, I'll give you one here. Okay, we're gonna come to the back. Listen, come on to the back. I'll come around to you. All right.
I think you need to scream
Texas.
louder.
Come on. Huh? Oh my God, yes. I'll give you 2 straws. Do you know him?
Thanks, yes.
Okay, good. All right, okay. I'm gonna give y'all 3 straws, and you have to share. Sharing is caring. Yes, okay.
Tamron, do I have permission to keep working on the burger?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I distract.
No, it's okay, please,
I'm sorry.
by all means.
Hey, okay.
That's why we have plenty of
Well,
cocktails.
this is great because this is a great way to meet a date. Justin's trying to get me to go on a date with someone here. Justin, I told that you're trying to get me to go on a date.
We are a double date.
Yeah, double date. And this is a great way to meet a date. Do you know her?
Yes.
Good.
But I'm not going to say who it is because I've been sworn to secrecy.
You're sworn to secrecy. So I'm giving out love juice. Here you go. Oh, yeah, you can have a straw. Here you go. I'm going to give you 3. Here you go, sir. There you go. Love you too. You're married.
See, I think all you have to do,
Okay.
so the real reason I like to hand out cocktails is because I want everyone to leave being like, oh my gosh, that was like the best demo ever. And even if all we're doing is like hamburgers and stuff, I'm like, well, we had cocktails.
But this is a special burger, so where are you at now?
Okay, so I'm mixing it. Like I said, I added tomato paste. I added the fresh horseradish. I'm adding some celery seed.
Okay. Why did celery seed? What does that add for you?
Well, because celery is a classic flavor in a Bloody Mary. Yeah. A lot of times it's celery salt. You know, they rim the glass with celery salt. Mm-hmm. I like to do celery seed because you get a lot of flavor without the extra salt.
Okay.
And then I'm adding some Tabasco.
Yay.
Because you got to have Tabasco.
Okay.
Or another hot sauce. I just like the Louisiana style ones because they're very vinegary.
So this is so layered. This is a layered
Absolutely.
burger. Yes.
And then a little Worcestershire sauce. Liam Perrins or whatever you have.
Worcestershire? One person. Finally, you're with me.
I mean, that's my job, and I'd probably struggle with it.
I'm like, Google, spell Worcestershire. Sorry,
Somebody
Siri,
spell
whatever her name is.
Worcestershire. I actually have a funny story about that. So my coworker, Kate, I think she might be here. She might not be.
Kate, are you here?
Kate, are you here? She's here.
Hey,
She's
Kate.
way back
There she is in the back.
So she always makes fun of the way I say it because I always say it the way my grandma used to say it because my grandma used to say Worcestershire.
Wait, that's what my dad said.
And she would be like Worcestershire.
Oh.
And she would say, wash your hands, and like all this stuff. And so now I always say it like that, but of course it's incorrect. And then
That's
whenever I
okay.
do video, and if I have to say it or something like that,
They
like
make
I
you
always,
do it again?
No, I just get really nervous, and
Avoid it.
Kate's always like,
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
All right,
She's
so you've got this
cheer.
burger. How do you like your
Yes.
burger?
I like mine medium rare.
Me too. Medium rare. Medium rares out there?
Okay.
Yes.
So I got this mixed up.
Okay.
I'm trying not to overmix it, but of course I'm talking, so it might be
Okay.
overmixed. Okay, so here's the Mad Genius tip here.
What's the
So I'm
tip?
going to show you a trick for forming these perfect burger patties. And so you know what these are, right? Like takeout lids?
Yep.
The kind you get on like a thing of soup or, you know, like hot and sour soup or wonton soup, something like that. And we're going to use this to form perfect burger patties. Has anyone seen this before?
I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh, there's only a couple people. That's great.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay, so actually I'm not going to show you. Instead, everybody go buy the book. I'm just kidding. I'm going to actually show you. Okay, so you just portion it out. This is 1.5 pounds of meat, so
Okay.
I'm going to do 4 burgers.
Okay.
Just take it like this, put it on one of the lids. Take another lid, put it on top, and you just press it down.
Oh.
Do you hear that? Oh my
I
gosh.
love. See, that's when you know his tips are good. You hear, oh, it's like a wave of I love it.
And
Done.
I mean, another idea is you could just make a whole bunch of these and put them in the fridge, but that's only if you have a whole
good.
bunch of lids.
And it doesn't stick.
No.
Great.
And then you get this perfect
Perfect.
little burger patty here.
Yes.
Let me grab a plate.
Good.
I just want to, I usually like to add a little, since I'm mixing it anyways, I would add a little bit of salt and pepper to that, but I forgot. So I'm just going to
Put it
season
on outside.
it.
So is that, I mean, that happens a lot to people in the kitchen. You might forget to season with salt and pepper. Is there a big ramification of doing it after?
No.
Okay.
It's funny.
I'm gonna
This
make
is a
my-
funny story. It's not really my story, but I'm going to tell it because I've heard someone tell it. So I was at, I was at Ina Garten's book party. It was like a very fancy thing. I was very excited to be there. And somebody gets up, and they had like a Q&A at the end. And there you go, that's nice. And somebody gets up and says, Ina, I made your meatloaf, but I forgot to put the salt and pepper. So what do you do when you up the meatloaf? And Ina goes, I don't up the meatloaf.
She does not. Oh, mine is a little off, I know.
Can you guys see that?
This is the mad genius. This is his apprentice. It doesn't always work out. Batman solves the crime, Robin stands there. So that's kind of what I'm doing.
It's because she was talking.
I
But anyways, what she said was you can season it after. It's no big deal. Just put it on the table.
It's not the end of the world.
Yes, it's not the end of the world. So put these on here. Okay, we're going to let these go 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
Leave this here. This I'm going to pass to you. Thank you. We're just going to make 2 even though it makes 4. Okay. So let me just wash my hands. Wash my hands.
Wash it.
And then next thing we're going to do is, you want to grab a watermelon wedge?
I do. So here's the story we were telling. So you may not know this. My Texas friends in the front know. I'm from Luling, Texas. The population is like 2,000. I was the only child born in the town that entire day at the only hospital. And my mother's name is Mary. Christians, you know this story? Sound familiar? My goodness. You know, Mary, child, only plays. So okay, tomorrow's Sunday. Yes. True story. Luling, Texas. I was the only kid born in the hospital. My grandfather was a sharecropper. We didn't have paved streets until the 80s. And we have a festival. It's a great source of pride in Luling called the Watermelon Thump. And it's a huge harvest festival. And for the first time a couple of years ago, I was the main person of the Watermelon Thump parade. And I get to go in this little sign, this little watermelon. All the clothes are watermelon themed, earrings. Is it true? Am I lying? It's true. And then they auction off watermelons for thousands of dollars, like $10,000, $20,000, and it goes to scholarships. So this is an homage to my hometown. Not really, but kind of.
Which is exactly why I picked this recipe.
Google Luling watermelon thump, and you will have the blast of your life if you show up. Good country, good time. All right.
Okay, so while this cooks, we're going to move on to a watermelon chicken salad. You could also find the recipe in the book. But I just want to show you a really cool trick. So I'm shaved celery here because going along with our Bloody Mary theme, I'm going to top the burger with some shaved celery.
Nice.
And all you do is you take your celery stalk, shave it. You could try it if you want. Okay. You shave a little with one of these Y peelers or just a regular vegetable peeler.
Yeah.
And then I like to soak it in ice water. This is actually not my trick. This is like a chef's trick.
It's a great tip.
And it crisps it and it makes it get all curly and it's really, really fun. So I think you should try that at home. Anytime you have a limp vegetable, put it in ice water and it'll usually... This is why I don't want to go on a double date with her. Because everything I say will become something dirty.
This gentleman laughed in the front row. I heard you, sir. And then I laughed. Because it was funny.
So here's another Mad Genius tip. So I'm going to show you how to cut watermelon into a perfect dice.
Okay.
It's going to seem a little wonky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's a really cool tip. So you start with the large knife. And what you're going to do is you're just going to cut through the watermelon at an angle, kind of following it like this, all the way down until you get to the rind, like this. And that's it. There's your watermelon. Just kidding.
I was like, what?
Everyone's
what
like, that's not a really good joke. But you do that in 1-inch intervals all the way down like this.
Okay.
You rotate it, and you do the exact same thing on the other side. This, all the way down.
Got it.
And then you cut it vertically.
Oh.
And the reason I do this is, one, you get perfect dice, but of course you could peel the watermelon and get perfect dice, but then you get juice all over your board and it's a little messy.
It's messy.
And so watch this.
Okay,
here's
our tip.
All right.
Here we go.
Let me get a spoon. And you just put this in here.
Isn't that the best trick? Isn't that good? That's a good one.
I know this isn't ideal for the camera. I'm sorry, guys. and you just scrape
And
it
look,
out.
I mean, your board is clean. You don't have that mess that you would have if you were trying to carve it all through. I love that. Yes, yes,
Check that out.
genius.
Look at that. Can I give that to you? Thank you. So there you go.
Okay.
You need to go back to Texas and
Show the entire population of
I
Lulu.
expect you to go back to
The watermelon,
thump.
Because you thump it. That's how
Oh,
you tell
like
if
a
it's
thump.
fresh.
Okay.
Thank
And
God
I
for
expect you
Texas.
to do this.
Okay. I'll be YouTubing that tomorrow.
It's going to be like the new watermelon eating competition.
Contest. Yes, I love it.
All right, let me turn these because I haven't even been keeping track.
How long do you like to keep your burger on each
Ooh,
side?
look at that.
That's good.
I usually do like, for this size burger, I usually do like 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
But these, we might have to pull them off a little early because I lost
think
track
so.
of time.
Okay.
Okay, so
Got your
while
watermelon?
these go, we're going to keep moving on with the salad, but I'm going to
Okay.
have Tamron do this one because she's never done it, and she says she really wants to try it.
I
so
do.
You
And
move
let me be honest here. I do cook. I cook maybe 3 or 4 times a week. We have an Ina Garden store together. My dad passed away, and no one cooked in our family. My mom had never cooked. And my love of cooking, outside of my love of Justin, came from Ina Garden and just practicing in food and wine. So at my house, we have food and wine weekends where I tear out recipes and I practice cooking. And it was done out of love for my family because we would go to the holidays and we didn't have anyone cooking, so we were ordering out. So my love of cooking is because of food and wine and Justin, and it really brought my family together, boosted my confidence in the kitchen, and I mean, sometimes I get misty-eyed telling the story because it really connected my family. You know what, after my father's passing, food and wine helped save my family. It brought us together at the dinner table. So cheers to food and wine.
You got to have one emotional story per demo.
Yeah, that's your Oprah moment. You're welcome.
Okay. You get a cocktail, and you get a cocktail, and you get a cocktail.
No, this crowd wants their cocktails. That lady over there is still mad at me. Her arms folded. I got you, girl.
Aww.
Your girlfriend's got you. Don't you worry. We'll be doing vodka shots in a minute. Okay.
Okay, can you guys all see this?
It's hot pink.
Okay, it's hot pink, that's true.
Love it.
But I'm going to show you a really fun trick.
To shred chicken.
To shred chicken using a KitchenAid stand mixer. It happens really fast, so that's why I'm going to explain it before we do it. And this is actually one of the new episodes from the Season of Bad Genius Tips that just launched. You can get it at foodandwine.com.
Okay.
So these are just cooked chicken breasts.
You just boiled them.
These are just poached, but you
Poached.
could buy the rotisserie chicken,
Okay.
you know, if you want or whatever. You want to take the, yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably good, actually.
How many chefs does it take to do the burger when Tamron and Justin are drinking with their
Exactly.
friends?
So pop them right in here in the bowl.
Okay, got it.
Here, actually, let me put this down. Okay, put them in.
Got it.
And then you're going to go on the very first one, the one that says stir,
Stir.
and just slow, and watch. Watch
Okay.
this.
It's not locked, yeah. It's good.
And then slowly increase it.
There
You
you
don't
go.
want it to spit everywhere.
This is so much better than that double fork thing. Right, thank you, I know. See, I do cook. You didn't think I knew that.
And we're done.
Done. Nice. You see that? Can you
Look
see
at
that?
how cool that is.
I love that.
Let me show everybody this.
That's
Look.
the great thing about Justin's tips, in addition to just being smart. They reduce
see
the
that?
amount of mess in your kitchen. It really consolidates the kitchen space and your prep space. I really like that. That's
Okay.
good. Okay, what do you got?
So that's that, but
Okay.
before we do that, we're going to finish our burgers.
Okay.
I just like to go back and forth because I'm neurotic. And I'm like a spaz.
So we've got our
So we
soaked
got our
celery.
little celery here that we're just gonna, I'm gonna let you take some of this out and just kind of put it on here to dry a little bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna build our burgers.
Just put it on this towel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use paper towels if you want. And
Now you tell me.
I think there's a little knife here.
Thank you.
I like to put mayonnaise. This is like a thing at work where
Love
people
it.
argue over who puts mayonnaise on the burgers and who doesn't. Who
Mayonnaise
puts
in the
mayonnaise
house?
on the burgers?
Come on, mayonnaise. Yes.
Oh,
Mayonnaise,
that's
you
not as
gotta
much
have
as I
mayonnaise.
thought.
I love
Sans mayonnaise?
sans mayonnaise.
That means no mayonnaise.
Okay, well the mayonnaise wins. We're,
Mayonnaise wins.
We're
It's
mayonnaise
just people
proud.
are like, get on with the damn burger.
I know, you're hungry, right? Okay.
So we're
Do
gonna
you
put our
toast your buns?
You could.
Okay.
I mean, at a party, I don't usually toast them because
No, not a
I
time.
can't be bothered. But but you could. So
Okay.
you're gonna top it with a little tomato.
Tomato.
Let's move these to our board, our thing here.
Got it.
And then
Okay.
let's put this here.
Got it.
And I'm gonna let you
Top them off with the celery.
top it off with a little celery.
Okay.
Pile it high.
Pile it high.
Make it pretty.
All right, I'm trying.
And then we just have, do we still have that horseradish? Or did we lose it?
Did we lose it? I think we
Did
lost.
we lose the horseradish? The horseradish? Sorry.
Okay. All right, so you got
Look
piled.
at how pretty you did that.
I try. My friends are watching. Good grief. Got to
There we go.
impress them.
And then we're just waiting on the horseradish.
Okay.
No horseradish? Oh, he ate the horseradish. It's okay.
You'd be on the ground.
What I like to do is I like to then
Shred a little on top?
with the fresh horseradish.
Okay.
And then do that.
That's
and then you have these
beautiful,
beautiful
buddy.
little Bloody Mary burgers.
Nice. Nice.
And if you want, you could cut it.
I can cut it. I really love, well, okay, so Justin knows I eat burgers at least 3 to 4 times a week.
This is
I'm scared
true.
to admit that, but I do. I have a burger weakness. It's my curse. Ooh, look at that. It's nice.
Is it good?
I don't know yet.
Even though I forgot it?
That's
All
okay.
right, let's try it.
This is good. So good.
It needs salt.
See,
Ina said it's okay to do
that's
that.
why you're so good. Again, it's the authenticity. I was going to lie and just say nothing. He's like, no, it needs salt. I love that.
Need a little
This is
salt.
good. Oh, yeah.
But it's good.
Very good.
Okay. On to the salad.
Okay.
I don't know how much time we have. Do you guys know how much time we have?
Thank
Plenty
you.
of time.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Okay, so
That
we're gonna make
burger's
the
good.
dressing for our salad. I'm gonna let you do this. So
Okay.
you got your little whisk here. Your little KitchenAid whisk.
I'm a whisk.
So that's lemon juice, about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice.
That's 3 tablespoons.
You have some Tabasco,
Tabasco.
some olive oil. We're gonna do a 1/4 cup, so just eyeball it. You could use that one if you want, or that one, it's up to you.
Okay. I'll switch you gave me this one. I'm going to eyeball it.
And while you do that, I'm gonna move over here so you could watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna add the chicken to our
To this watermelon?
watermelon.
Nice.
This is kind of a main course salad, which is why I like it, but it's also good for a cookout. And the reason why I include it here is because if I have a lot of friends who don't eat red meat, so chicken,
Perfect.
salad.
Good.
But then this is also something that the
And
meat
that's
eaters
just great. I mean, it fits. I mean, it wouldn't be right with steak in there. It's got to have chicken, right?
Yep. So mix it up
Yes.
a little bit, and you can add your dressing here. Did you season your dressing? I didn't tell you to.
I was
just
drinking,
assumed.
sorry.
I just assumed you knew.
I didn't know. Okay. Season our dressing.
Season your dressing. I'm gonna grab our other ingredients here.
Okay, I just eyeball that too.
I should have just worked there. I don't know what I was making it difficult for.
That's okay.
Okay,
So you got your
we have some baby arugula.
arugula.
I'm gonna add that to this. About 2 cups I'm gonna do.
I think I can make a little more dressing.
Can I move this here?
Of course you
'Cause
can.
I'm gonna let you start to stir it.
Okay.
And then,
Got it?
thank you. And then you can add your dressing.
Okay.
Give it a little toss. Maybe we need another spoon.
It's good.
This will probably work. Oh, this one's better. There you go.
good.
Nice big salad.
Okay.
We're gonna also add, this is a 1/4 cup of minced chives.
Good. That
Go
looks
ahead.
good, right? Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah, chives!
Give
And then,
it up for chives.
give it up for chives!
Chives have never been greeted so warmly in their lives. Somewhere there's a baby chive growing. Saying thank you. Thank you,
baby
crowd.
chives. And so then what I like to do just to add a nice, really nice crunch to it, a really nice texture, is I like to add Marcona almonds. Do you know what Marcona almonds are?
I eat them. I don't know what they are.
So they're like an Italian almond, but they're often the times when you find them, they're cooked, they're sauteed in olive oil until they're golden. They have like lots of salt on them, and they're really flavorful. If you don't have these, you could use regular almonds, or you could use smoked almonds. Are really
Okay.
nice.
You just got to chop them up, rough chop.
Yep. Well, look at how well she tossed this salad. She did a really good job.
It's great. Now, do I add salt and pepper? Ooh, this
it.
audience, you know what? This is my 4th year doing it. This is the sauciest audience. I'm just going to be, I'm
Yeah,
gonna leave
give it
at
up
that.
for saucy.
Saucy audience. We're up looking all wholesome in our little country kitchen. We've got
There
the
you go.
saucy audience here.
And if you
Okay.
want to try it, it's probably gonna need more salt.
Oh,
Give it a little mix,
More
and
salt.
then you have a fork here if you want to try it.
I'd love to.
This is one of my favorite salads. Really refreshing. It's very nice in the summertime, especially when watermelons
High
are
five.
great. Good.
That is awesome.
There we
That's
go.
awesome.
So we have watermelon salad
That's
here.
awesome.
We'll leave it out
peppery
in case you want to eat it.
Arugula, the sweet, it's perfect. That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Now we have one more
Oh.
thing we're gonna make. Yes. So you could get every single one of the recipes that we're making here today in the Mad Genius Tips cookbook. And for each one, so just to tell you a little bit about the book, every chapter is a different piece of kitchen equipment or a tool. So one example is you might have these little plastic lids. I show you a bunch of different things you could do with those. I show you what to do with a food processor, all these different things to do with a food processor that you didn't know you could do, or things you can make in an oven that you didn't think you could make in an oven, or a microwave, or stuff like that. And along with the fun food hacks, I give you recipes to go with it.
Right.
And so these are some of the recipes.
That's good. All right, so you have something really cool coming up now.
Yes, we do. So we are going to make ice cream sandwiches.
Yes.
With my DIY chocolate shell.
You know what? This poor lady in the front row, every time I look at her.
Oh, gosh. She's coming at you.
Are we boring you? Yes. Scoot over. I'll watch with you to keep you away. Go on.
I was just thinking I should go.
My new best friend, she just seemed bored with us. Here, come on
You're
up
not
here.
bored. We're going to give her some ice cream.
Come on. Come on. Come on up here. I'm going to let you see firsthand.
She just said, I'm so embarrassed.
Look at this. She's like, oh, thank you, thank you. So this is what it looks like from this. Is it more exciting from this side?
Wow, thanks so much. What's your name?
Chris.
Where are you from, Chris?
Thanks, Chris.
You're from here. Awesome.
From here.
Now, you are? Do you have a phone camera? Do you have one of those selfie devices that you take pictures with? iPhone?
I do.
You want to take a selfie with us?
Let's do a selfie. What, did she just say no?
No.
Excuse me.
There are knives in this kitchen. You could have just killed us before you heard it.
All right, come on, Tamron.
I've got a different fan. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
on.
While she takes selfies, I'm going to explain to you what we're doing
someone's called you.
Oh, I forgot to push start.
I'll send it to her, okay?
So we're going to make ice cream sandwiches.
I'm listening.
And we're making it with the DIY chocolate shell.
I'm bonding
does anybody
with
know
our
what
friends.
a chocolate shell is?
What is it?
My friend Zach is here. He's a pastry chef. I'm sure he knows what a chocolate shell
No,
is.
you're going to take it with us. Come on.
Magic shell. You
Ready?
guys know what magic shell is, right? If you've ever been to Dairy Queen, ever in your whole life, you know what a shell is, right? You know, you dip the ice cream. It gets crunchy and hard. So I'm going to show you how to make that at home.
All right.
So I just have it in the microwave here.
So you put the
It needs to go a little bit more.
warmer. How warm?
Well, so I'm just fixing this,
Okay.
actually. So I'm not going to actually make the whole thing because it takes a while. It has to cool a while, but I'm going to show you what you do. So you basically combine chopped bittersweet chocolate
Got it.
with coconut oil.
Oh,
So for every pound of chocolate, you use a half a cup of coconut oil.
got it.
And the reason why I like to use coconut oil is because one, it adds like a nice little flavor, but coconut oil at room temperature is pretty much solid. So the magic behind a DIY chocolate shell is that when it's at room temperature, it should stay nice and smooth, but then
Right.
once it gets cool,
Firms up.
it firms up.
Got it.
Yeah. So which is what coconut milk does. Like if you put coconut milk in the refrigerator, it gets really hard.
Oh.
And almost so much so that you can't even scoop it.
Scoop it out. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
we've got our coconut. You've got your picture. Oh, look at you now sending it to your friends. You said you didn't want it, didn't you? Now she's like, girl, I just met Tamron Hall and Justin.
So you put these in a bowl, you mix them, you microwave them in 20-second intervals on full power. Between each interval, you stir it.
Okay.
And you want to do that so you don't overheat it.
Got
Because
it.
chocolate, if you overcook it, it can seize up.
Okay.
And then you get this smooth texture like this. And this room is kind of cold, so this was ready earlier, but then it was sitting here in the cold room and it got a little
How often
too
do
firm.
you test out your tips before you know they're ready for your fans to try out?
All the time.
You're just constantly testing out.
I mean, in the Food and Wine Test Kitchen is my day job. I mean, I'm cooking all day, so a lot of this I just get to play around with while I'm cooking.
Good.
And it's a lot of fun. So you can see this is nice and smooth here.
Got it.
And this should pretty much, as long as your room isn't super cold like this one was earlier, it should stay this texture.
Okay.
But if it gets too firm, you just pop it back in the microwave for about 10 seconds,
then
give it a
stir.
stir. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we're going to hold that for now.
Got it.
And then we have our cookies, we have our toppings. And I'm going to get the ice cream.
This is the hardest of the recipes. I could like drink this out of this thing, right? That's what's wrong with us. We're like, yes, drink it out.
Okay.
Okay.
We're making ice cream sandwiches. This is one of my favorite Mad Genius tips of all time.
Okay.
Because it's also one of the easiest. So all you do is take your lid off your ice cream.
Got it. I'll hold that for you.
And you take a large serrated knife, and you just cut right through
Oh,
the pint of ice cream.
that's mad genius.
What did you say, Tamron?
That's mad genius.
You just
Thank
cut it
you.
like this.
Can we say it together? 1, 2, 3. That's mad genius. Okay, the people are a little louder. So okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. That's mad genius.
It's
now
like
they're so
music to my
jealous
ears.
next door. They think we're drunk.
So you have your little disc of ice cream, and you just take your knife and you just cut the little corner like
I love
that.
this.
Then you take some chocolate. I'm gonna do these.
Do you know how many days we probably struggled with scoopers and
watch this.
heating it up and try? Oh, brilliant. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
So I'm gonna let you try one. So you want to just cut a little snip there.
Okay. Cut a little.
I'm not gonna have you cut the whole pint.
Yeah, that would take forever.
And then before you take that off, you're gonna pick your
my cookies.
Pick your cookies.
Love
on top.
this.
And it stay nice and neat this way.
This is so, again, I say this, and not just because we're friends. Obviously, I've been on TV for 25 years, and I've met a lot of chefs, and I've cooked with a lot of great chefs. And I just love Justin's practical nature and that he studies like real kitchen life. You know, it's great to have an amazing culinary experience, but if you can't duplicate it, what's the point?
So we have
Those are
all of
huge.
these ice cream sandwiches here, just to save a little bit of time because we talk a lot.
Yeah, we do.
And what I do is after I make them like this, I then pop them in the freezer because you want the cookie cold and the ice cream cold.
Got it.
So let's just move this stuff over a little bit. We can actually get rid of these ones now.
Here, I'll move this over.
And so here we have our magic shell. And you need to pick your topping first
Okay,
because this goes quick.
okay.
So what do you want to top it with?
Nuts.
Probably because that's all we have.
I was like, oh my God, this is an SAT question. I'm so nervous. I don't see anything but nuts in front of me.
Okay. So we have different kinds of nuts. I think, actually, are these all nuts? Where's Amy? Are these all nuts?
This
Okay.
is the
Or you could
sauciest
do
crowd
like,
ever.
I don't know what kinds these are. I have to taste
Sprinkles.
them. Sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles.
Right.
You could do crushed something, dried fruit, like
Coconut,
freeze-dried
like
strawberries.
shredded coconut.
Shredded coconut. So here's what you do.
Macadamians.
You dip it
Okay.
in the magic shell.
Ooh.
Marcona peanuts and cashews.
Oh,
Marcona, peanuts,
peanuts and-
and here, come say it right here.
Marcona almonds, peanuts, and cashews.
Oh, okay. But they're all nuts though.
They're all nuts.
Got it.
Okay, so when it's still wet, dip it in there. And just like that. I mean, this is humongous. But can you guys see that you could tell it's starting to harden because it starts to turn this matte color. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
So in like 15 or 20 seconds, it's going to be nice and firm.
Just
I'm
wiggle
trying
it.
not to say nice and firm anymore
That-
because
it's-
when we did,
wait.
we just released our 5th season of Mad Genius Tips, not 10, 5th season of Mad Genius Tips. And I was looking at the edits of the videos, and in one video I was saying, until it's nice and firm. And then when it's nice and firm, you do this and pop it back in the freezer until it's nice and firm. And I wrote to the editor, I said, can we please take out every single time I say nice and firm except one?
And they're like, oh, our 10-minute video is now 1 minute.
Yes.
That's what he said the whole time.
They're like, well, you said it the whole,
The whole
damn
time.
Okay, go
Okay,
again. We're
one
going to make
more.
a few of these. And check this out. You get these awesome.
Oh my God.
You see how crunchy it is?
That's amazing.
So, and you can make a whole bunch of this, and you could just keep it indefinitely.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the coconut milk might go rancid after a little bit of time, but I don't think... But I don't think it's going to last that long.
That's like the little fine print at the end of the car deal. Really? Well, no, it might da-da-da-da-da. Read the fine print.
You like a lot
do
of chocolate on
I do. I'm a chocoholic. Do you wrap these in like saran wrap or something?
You could put them, if you put them in the freezer, I would let them set first, and then you could wrap them in plastic or put them in little baggies.
Right, little baggies. And
Yeah.
so that's, oh,
But the
wow.
reason I like these for a cookout, I know it seems a little weird, but it's because you can make them ahead,
No,
pop
I-
them in the freezer, and then you just bring them out on a big platter at the end of the party. Or,
Everybody grabs one.
yeah, or if you want everybody to leave, you put them in takeout bags.
Oh.
And you're like, oh, thank you so much for coming.
you
It's been
go.
a really good day. Thank you so much.
Oh
And
my gosh.
how much time do we have? We have 5 minutes.
That's it?
Oh my God, it feels like forever. Okay, so we're
It feels
gonna,
like it went long or
you're
short?
gonna hand these out.
Oh,
But we need paper towels.
this is the joy of my life.
And you're gonna pass these
I'm gonna
out.
start from the back and
Will
work
you
my
follow
way
her
up
with
this
these?
time.
And I'm gonna make more.
You're
And you're
gonna-
gonna talk and create really fun banter for 4 minutes.
Okay.
because that's how much time we have.
So what have y'all been doing in the mornings? So about
he's
9
gonna follow you
a.m.
with
in the
paper.
morning, what are you doing without me? We should just do a YouTube talk every day. That's what I should do. Justin, we should like do they still have that party line where you can call people and like 60 people? So since I'm bored every day at 9 a.m., we should do a party line. I'm at home. Ma'am, I know
It's her birthday. Did she get one?
Okay, fine.
All right. So
Here.
while we have 4 minutes and we're
I
creating
love
really
you.
fun banter,
I
does anybody have any questions
Be careful.
or
Don't
comments?
get it on your cute top. I don't want to have to pay your dry cleaning bill.
Tamron, we have a question.
Oh, yes. Who is the question? Yes, sir. Well, so I don't know. There's some Texas in the front. I just know they called it the watermelon thump, and you thump, and there's like an echoey. But they also said the root part of it. Yeah. What is it? Sir, Google it. Listen. I'm here for the clothing and the friendship.
Do we have any watermelon experts in the house?
No, I was like, sir, I don't know, but I'm going to Google it.
Somebody
Yes,
call the
you know
watermelon
what?
doctor.
Okay. Here, I'm going to get you down there. Don't share it with him. No. Okay. I don't want to get it on your shirt, sir. We're going to have more of them. Enjoy that. I'm going to go on this side, the back. Here you go. Get you a napkin. I'm going to come back. I promise. We're going to make more. I'm sorry. I'm going to get you
How
one.
about anybody have any other questions? No?
Any
We have a
questions?
question back there.
Oh, what's your question? I need a mic like Oprah.
You got to yell it.
In a day. Ma'am, you in the back. If you don't want to use a microwave, can you use a double boiler?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You could use a double boiler if you would like. You could, or a microwave.
Or a microwave. But the question was, or not a microwave, Justin. Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Should we pass these out?
Coconut oil and coconut milk? You said both.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only meant coconut oil.
Okay.
Do not use coconut milk and then send me nasty emails.
Because it will go rancid.
Or tweet at me.
Yeah, don't tweet us, please.
So
Okay.
I stand
Here.
corrected.
I'll take these.
Okay. I think
Okay.
we have 2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes. Who gets the last question? Yes, ma'am.
Is there any way you can do burgers ahead and hold them and
Oh.
make them not dry?
That's
Cooked
a good
ones?
question.
I wouldn't recommend that.
I know.
I wouldn't recommend
Really?
that
Can't
because then why did you ask that?
There you go. Grab one. Okay. Here. Okay.
What you could do ahead is you could
All of
form
these-
all your patties
here, give
ahead,
me one of those.
put them on a wax paper lined baking sheet, and then you could stack them with wax paper between them, and then just cover it with plastic, put it in the refrigerator.
Okay.
You are still cooking the burgers last minute, but you could do what I do,
Here you go.
and you
Yes,
make someone
sir.
else cook them.
Get it down there. I'm going to come on that side.
Because I have so many other things. I have to make the watermelon salad, I have to do the chocolate shell.
I'm going to come around. I know. Justin, by popular
Yes, another
demand,
guess.
this gentleman says you should do a barbecue thing next year.
A barbecue
Like-
thing? That would be
A
fun.
demo.
A barbecue demo would be really fun. We should get, if Devin's still here, we should get an outdoor
that
cooking
would be-
area that's
Devin,
surrounded
where-
by barbecue pits, right?
You want this?
That's how they roll in Texas, right?
Oh, did you get one?
And
Here.
fans.
Okay.
Do we have any
Pass it
other
down
questions?
to her. Yes, sir. I know my shoes. I hate these shoes. They're the worst. I'm going to fall down. Okay.
So the question was, what is my favorite or the most popular of all the Mad Genius tips? So
Got it.
I can answer that pretty easily because everything is measured now over the World Wide Web.
Gentleman in the green
And
shirt.
I actually did a video where I cut a tomato in half when it's fresh, and then I take a box grater, aka a cheese shredder, and you just grate it right on the large holes of the box grater, and then all the pulp goes into a bowl, and the skin is left in your hand, so it like naturally peels the tomato. And then I like to just either heat that really quickly in a pan, or I just toss that with hot pasta in the summer. If you use heirloom tomatoes, it's amazing. And that's the most popular. I think on YouTube, I think it has like something like over 8 million views or something like that, which is really fun. So it's the most popular. But the ice cream one is my favorite.
Aren't these delicious?
They're very hard to eat. I apologize.
No.
Okay, so if there are not any other questions, I want to say thank you to everybody for coming. We had a really good, fun time.
Thank you so
And please, let's give it up for Tamron.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, thank you to Justin. Please check out his book. Go online. Check out the Mad Genius tips. I'm not kidding you. Not one has ever failed me. You'll impress all of your friends. And if you stick around, we'll take as many little selfies as we can and say, you're done, ma'am. And if you would like a selfie with us, we will try to accommodate. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Thank you for supporting Justin, my bestie, and have fun,
And
okay?
my bestie, Tamron. Bye, thank you, everyone.